Hey everyone, you're tuning into part 4 of Gnoll Wizard for Game of the Month. I'm Ultraviolent4. We're going to be trying to finish off Lair in this episode, and then we'll be heading into the Orcish Mines. But before we do, I'd just like to quickly say something. So, I don't normally touch on political topics, because I'm playing games, not doing politics. But I'm going to make a bit of an exception here, because there's a very sizable contingent of Blizzard staff who are very into Crawl, which is actually very cool. But anyway, they might be watching. So my partner is from Hong Kong, and I have probably a much better understanding than the average person of what's going on there. And at the moment, I'm very sad. If you've got no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. But if you do, I think you would understand why. So if you're from Blizzard and you're watching this, please know that you guys are making me extremely sad at the moment. On a lighter note, we're doing less 6. So we did an ice cave at the last one. We got a bunch of good loot, including the Ring of the Mage, and also including 2 ice magic manuals. Although we didn't get any ice magic spells, so we can't really do much with it at the moment. But we'll be keeping an eye out for those. I was really hoping we could sneak up on that Hydra, but not to be. Let's pick a new stair though. Spiny Hook. Alright, we'll stab it. We've got this +5 dagger of freezing, which is very good against these lair monsters. How are we killing Hydras? Oh boy! Okay, there was another Hydra at this stair. There was an 8-headed one. We almost just got one shot. Wow. Oh boy. Okay, well we need to walk away. We really need to hope this Hydra doesn't get random energy. It didn't. Unfortunately, we've got this yak next to us for the moment. I think the play here is we use our digging wand to dig through this wall, and we just walk up to this hatch and we leave. And we hope that our third downstairs doesn't have a Hydra on it as well. Oh man, we almost got one shot. That's pretty crazy considering we have 17 AC, 18 evasion, and 10 shield. And if you're a bit confused about what happened there, when you first come to a new level, you get the initiative on a floor, so you get to move first before everything reacts, which is what happened over here. But once you're coming back to a floor subsequent times, the monsters get to react first. So we came down, that 8-headed Hydra that was adjacent to the stairs woke up and decided to nom us quite a lot. We've got 5 digging charges. Ooh boy, that was way too close. What stair was that? That's that one. There's another Hydra at this stair. The third stair is in the Oclobs. Alright, we're gonna have to do some things. Maybe we're not finishing Lair this episode. Alright, so we need to go get our, what is that thing? Acid Dragon Scales, if we're gonna mess with the Oclobs. Let's drop all our enchant weapon scrolls. And we want Acid Dragon Scales. It's so gaudy, this bright yellow. And then how are we going to kill these guys? Sneak up on them? No. The problem is, yeah, I shouldn't have them all on screen at once. Let's fight one at a time. We still have, what, 26 flame ones? I don't know if this is capable of killing them. Okay, at this rate we only need 40 more charges and we can kill all the Oclobs. So that's not great. We have 43 Ice Blasts. Can we just Ice Blast all of them? Yes. They're all angrily shooting. I hope they don't all hit at once. Alright, that'll do. Cool. Okuwari just gave us, as a reward for this, for doing a bit of gardening, we have a Shimmering Demon Trident, which is real exciting. Let's ID that. It's a +4 Demon Trident of Vamp with RLEC int +3 Dex -5. Well, I'm gonna say that we're damn sure using that. Alright, so in your game, you probably don't have this. Well, you wouldn't, because the Okuwari gifts aren't seeded. This is sort of why I don't love playing Okuwari in seeded games, because your gifts can change the game quite a lot. But I don't know if I can justify not using this. It's sort of, there's two camps. There'll be a camp of you that will understand and be like, yeah, I get it. And there'll be a camp that's like, Ultra, you're not being realistic. You have this great weapon. You should use it. I don't know. I'm sort of in the camp that I'd rather teach those of you who don't get the really good Demon Trident, so then you're not like, I don't understand how to do this. All you have to do is get the lucky Demon Trident, and I didn't get that, so I don't know. I'm in two minds. I'm going to say that I'm not going to use it, at least for the moment. Maybe I can be persuaded into it a bit later. But let's just say for this lair bit, you don't have the sweet Okuwari God Artifact Demon Trident just yet. So you're going to have to do some other things. Alright, we'll keep using our Dagger of Freezing and our Vestibular for the moment. Alright, so the third stair down. Should I preemptively hit Heroism, assuming that there's going to be another Hydra here? No. Okay, and how are we going to kill these Hydras? What was my Hydra killing method was Conjure Flame, because they stupidly walk into it. You know what we can do? We can just stand here. I'll put on Heroism. I was just skipping turns, and I was going to say the Hydra's going to keep standing in the fire like an idiot. With Heroism and that being a 4-headed Hydra, I think we can just tab it. We're going to slow it as well. Fine. Oh, here comes the other one. We only have one paralysis. Okay. I was thinking of paralyzing the Yak here so it then forces the Hydra to stand on them. But we can just do standard things like this. Okay, this Hydra didn't swap with the sheep, the Yak. I don't know how the other one did either, because I don't know. I know for intelligent monsters they won't switch for ones that aren't aligned with them. Oh, here's a spellbook. But maybe for animals they can just switch. I don't know. Here's an Emulation Scroll. We picked that up. This book is Ignite Poison, Fireball, Bolt of Fire, Ignition. Can we cast these? These are some great spells. Fireball at 30%. Bolt of Fire's a ways off, and Ignition as a level 8 spell with a Gnoll, you're always going to struggle with that. But let's say we have Wizardry on. The Ring of the Mage. Fireball would be 10% chance to fail. And then also, that's probably perfectly castable if I use Heroism, because then we won't have a shield penalty anymore. So you know what, let's learn Fireball. That's some awesome AoE. Yeah, that's some awesome AoE. You know what we can do here? We can... Oh, I didn't get myself. We can stand in the Mephitic Cloud, and then the Catoblepus can't do its calcifying thing. And then we're going to shoot it from range with the Vestibular. I'm also going to Heroism. Let's keep using Mephitic. If he gets confused like he just did there, we can just stab him. Alright, cool. That's a nice little trick with crawl, is that clouds can't stack on top of each other. So if you have something like a Catopopus, you can put down your own sort of harmless cloud and then it can't do its scary one. My pack is full. Let's drop the larger tang. At this point, I'm pretty happy having a shield. I mean, even if we find brand weapon, I don't think I'm gonna switch to one-handed. To two-handed rather. How did the calcifying dust? Oh, hit the yak. Okay, it didn't hit me. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the calcifying blast is hitting me, but it's not making calcifying dust. An interesting distinction. When he breathes it, it can do slight amounts of damage. Pretty funny, right? So he's breathing it at me even though he can't calcify us. And he's giving us some stab attempts here, which are nice. We're never gonna successfully mephitic cloud death yaks, but I mean we can try. We got one of them. Yeah, you're never gonna get death yaks. Probably the easiest way is to just keep kiting them like this with poisonous vapors. Slow, kind of cheesy, but effective. With the Vamp Demon Trident, you just tab them. Yeah, so Demon Trident would be the perfect sort of weapon for a hybrid character like this. It gives you range, so you can poke over Conjure Flames, poke over Cold Imps, over other summons that we might find in the future. Vamp's kind of annoying for a Gnoll, because you're such a jack of all trades. It stops you from easily switching between things. But still, it would be amazing. Because we'd be able to just say tab those death yaks, and we'd be healing as we were doing it. We got a bunch of skills trained up to 9. Could we have just fireballed all those death yaks? I don't know, possibly. We'll drop the acid dragon scales. We shouldn't need those for a long time. This is a ring of flight. We have 7 potions of flight. That's fine if we ever need it. The black mamba. Let's see. 9% fireball chance. Let's just blast it. Just blaze it. And wait, there was ignite poison in that book, right? Yeah, I don't normally use ignite poison much, but it actually has a lot of synergy with mephitic cloud. Although we just have fireball, we could just use fireball. I don't know. There's a very passionate, hardcore fan base for ignite poison. Those who have seen the light, and I'm not one of them. Although part of the reason why I don't usually like doing ignite poison is because it's 3 spell schools in a sort of random amalgamation: fire, transmutation, and poison. So usually we have to train for it, but as a Gnoll at least we get it for free. So I don't know, maybe it's better. But the thing that I'm talking about is you can put mephitic clouds down, and then you can use ignite poison to turn those into fire clouds. Here's a polished chainmail. A chainmail is probably a bit heavy for us. It's a +5 chainmail with RLX, some extra int and dex on it. But if I put that on, we're not going to be able to cast this stuff. Watch. It's too heavy. Fireball goes to 61% chance to fail. It's kind of not as bad as I thought. But anyway, I like the poison resistance, and I still think I'd rather have the spells. Stealth goes to 10. I didn't even look at how much extra AC that gave us. You know what, let's... No, I don't know, I don't want to do the Ignite Poison. I feel like I'm making a lot of people angry this episode. Yeah, a new ring. I mean, if we mephitic stuff, we can just stab it. We sort of don't need to make fire clouds, but I mean, you can use it against things that are poison immune. So they'll happily just walk into the clouds, and then boom, you got fire. It's pretty good, right? We'll see. Maybe I'll learn it on the fly. I'm just going to drop the Ring of Stealth. At this point, I think the Ring of the Mage is good anyway. Here's Positive Energy Ring, so we'll remind ourselves to stay positive. I am going to keep that because there are enemies that we can meet, Orcish Mines for instance, where they have Bolt of Draining. I'm thinking of Sorcerers in particular. Come at me, Hydra Bro. See, if I had Ignite Poison, I could put down Mephitic Cloud and then we could make that into a Fireball. Or alternatively, we could just put this down and the Hydra will walk into them anyway. That's heroism. Yeah. Like so. There's no point even trying to hit the Death Yak with that +5 dagger of freezing. It does nothing. You don't even get to slow them. These guys, if you're not aware, they're so tanky. The dagger is just gonna take forever. It says, let's see, swings with it. It was the poison doing the damage, I promise you. I'm gonna try Mephitic again. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got one. Yeah, I should stop messing around. We don't want to just randomly die for no reason. Oh, we got the stabs. You should be careful here. It can still hit you for 30 damage even though it's confused. Catopopus. That's not a great place to be standing. Because we don't want to get... don't run up this hallway, because then when he does calcifying dust at you, you won't have anywhere else to go. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. I totally should be using heroism here. That made no extra clouds. Let's put heroism up. I'm messing around with the Catopopus. We can do a lot of damage. Oh, that's Thermal's Maxwell's thermic engine. And this item has been changed. Let's drop 13 polymorph. We've got other hex wands. This is an uncursed staff of wizardry. We probably don't need multiple wizardry sources, although it brings fireball down from 8% to 5%. That's fine. We don't need it. Okay, so the Maxwell's thermic engine is a double sword. Not too long ago, it used to also give you RF- and RC-, which made it really hard to use. But what's really cool about this thing is that it's dual branded. It does both flaming and freezing damage. But the even more unique thing about it is that every time you hit with it, its enchantment rating goes up. Because it's the thermic engine kicks in, I guess. It's the lore there. We didn't explore the full floor. So if you're fighting packs of enemies with it, you can get, I think, up to plus 14. We can ask Beam. That's definitely not how you spell it. I'm so bad at spelling. Oh, that is how you spell it. Goes up to plus 14. Yep. That's a really cool weapon, and it was on the floor, so you found it. So we can use that too. At this point, do I even care about Curie needles? I mean, it slows things. Let me drop the poison javelins. If I'm gonna throw a throwing thing to poison something, I can just, I don't know. We can use the Festivalus and poisonous vapors. It's like the same thing, right? Alright, cool. So we'll give the thermic engine a go. Let's head into the Orcish mines. I don't know, do we do D12? No, let's do D12 first. A bit more dungeon experience, and then we'll head into Orc. We had a really early one on D9, so we didn't get to D12 yet. And we hear the roar of battle. Okay, that's partially why I don't like to do D12 before going into Lair, because you might have portals on that floor, and that might be a really dangerous floor to be on. So yeah, I learnt my lesson. I used to like to start just at least looking around D12, and if it was dangerous I'd leave, but then I had a bunch of times where I got portals and I missed the portal because there was, say, an ugly thing running around, and so I stopped. But anyway, there's a portal here. We have a magic mapping, so that tells us where it is. Here's an acid dragon. So we could just go stab it, but it woke up. Let's go heroism. A lot of our things are not going to do much to it. This is where Mephitic Cloud plus Ignite Poison would actually do something. You know what? Let's Thermic Engine it. That's what we can do. Oh god, it really hurts. I've got Corrode -4. Okay, plus 7 double sword. That's pretty sweet. A Troll Leather Armor. I don't know. I don't think we want Troll Leather Armor over the Ringmail of Poison Resistance. We're gonna drop that Enchant Armor Scroll for the moment. I want to have some free slots so that we can pick up loot in here. Let's drop, I don't know, Protection from Firing, and maybe the one Paralysis charge. Oh, that ant was wandering. He could have stepped on the alarm. Let's go in. Okay, yeah. Okay. This is where Fireball would be really good against these big ones. Well, it is really good. Let's just Fireball them all. Get wrecked, idiots. Okay. So as we go further, these orcs are going to get more and more difficult. Control F dot is going to show me that we're not skipping any loot off these guys. Okay, and yeah, as we go, the orcs will get harder and the loot will get better. I'm going to finesse, heroism here, preemptively. And we have one Emulation Scroll, which is nice because that's very useful later on. Because you can get even better fireballs. What did I do there? I made Conjure Imp. Okay. Conjure Imp is currently on my A slot. I'm gonna take it off that. Let's just put it somewhere else. Look at this, a whole bunch of heal wounds potions. 5 of them, fantastic. A potion we don't know. A potion of experience. Oh boy. Okay, well this is not an everyday Gnoll thing. All right, what do we want experience on? And why is it shields? Wait, do you get to choose? I don't actually know as a Gnoll. You might not get to. Okay, you don't get to choose. It just puts it everywhere. Okay, never mind. We reached level 15. I think we decided our strength was fine. We're gonna go more int. Alright, so we got a bit of everything. Alright, never mind. Do we get a bunch more ice magic out of that? I don't know. I didn't look beforehand. Can't tell. Oh, I forgot to do heroism, that's fine. I don't think we need to read Immolation. We've got really good AoE. With Fireball, we'll just blow up all the scary ones. Yeah, they're all getting mited by the Orc Knight, but they're also all just dying. And then we can probably just kite him with poison. We're sort of running out of room. What if I Mephitic him? He didn't get Mephitic. Oh yes he did. Sweet. They both got Mephitic. Alright, you can be a mited Orc Knight if you want, but if you get confused by Mephitic, how mighty are you really? This guy had a scroll. That's almost certainly a scroll of summoning, so I'm glad we Mephitic'd him before he read that. Because the orcs in here, oh there's a crystal plate armor. Pick it up just out of curiosity, because it's rare. But they like to pick up your summoning scroll loot and use it against you, which is double annoying because it wastes it and it makes this much harder because suddenly you have all these extra summoned orcs to fight. This guy had 3 enchant armor scrolls. There's a bunch of enchant weapon, a bunch more summoning. So these 4 scrolls we don't know are 100% summoning. I'm going to inscribe them with that so that we know. And then Control F dot just to make sure, period, that we didn't miss anything. There's a Bardiche. We'll pick that up because it's also rare, but I don't see us using a Bardiche this game. Okay, so we're going to drop the Bardiche, the Crystal Plate Armor, re-pick up our protection from fire paralysis, and let's drop enchant armor, enchant weapon. We are basically ready for maximum enchanted weapons right now. It's pretty crazy. How do we kill an Ifrit? He is resistant to poison and immune to fire. Susceptible to cold though? Okay, so I guess we just hit him with Maxwell Stomach Engine then. I'm going to heroism though. And in case you didn't notice, I put on a ring of protection from fire. Cool. Yes, back to evasion. Alright, let's go sheep. Hey, that's not the right one. Let's just get a plus 14 double sword with two brands. I really like this weapon. I haven't really had a chance to use it much because of how it used to make you susceptible to elements. So I'm pretty excited here to get a real good chance to use this thing. I really like the theme. Oh, and because it's a fire. It's fire branded. It's gonna chop off Hydra heads. Watch this. Hell yeah. We didn't get super lucky in that we could have both slowed it and chopped off heads in the one strike. That's pretty amazing. And we have Swamp, right? Yeah, this is the perfect weapon for Swamp against Hydras. Oh man, I'm pumped. I'm really glad that they changed this. Yeah, so look at this. We've got all these enemies in here. We'll rev up the engine. Wait, how How do you make a chainsaw revving up engine? I don't even know. I can't do it. It's too much pressure. Alright, we're revving it. Plus 14, let's go. Now we just need Song of Slaying. We can have ridiculous slay. I don't know why. I'm really excited. Alright, we're still losing to Skeletal Warriors though. Even with a plus 14 double sword with 2 brands, those guys are crazy. Okawara has just given us a pair of glowing gloves. Our current ones are plain, so this is almost certainly better. Plus 1 gloves of archery, so that's going to make our Vestibular better. I mean, we could have a plus 9 Vestibular of velocity with archery gloves. That could be a thing. I don't know if I can be bothered though. Well, like, I don't know if I want that to be my thing, but that could be a thing. It's Gnolls, right? You have a lot of options. Let's head into Orc. I don't know. But we can keep our options open. We don't need to make that choice right now. So should we just be shooting everything with a Vestibular now? Yeah, looks like it. And I mean, Okawara is an ammo gifting god. So, alright, new play. Let's make our Vestibular our primary weapon, and we'll make the thermic engine the backup. So instead of trying to sneak up on things and stabbing them, oh, we got shafted. We got shafted right into the end vault next to Oroka and an Orc Sorcerer. Alright, very cool, devs. We have the Ring of Positive Energy, so we'll stay positive. We'll just say, very fun and exciting. Thank you. Fortunately, we have the Ring of the Mage, so we're not going to get paralyzed by this Sorcerer. And the chances of Banish are also 0. You know what? We might just be able to stab Oroka. Okay, yeah. Actually, unironically, very cool, devs, for giving us the chance to just to just stealthily drop into the floor like a paratrooper and then just stab the dangerous enemies here. Very, very cool. Here's a dispersal trap. Super cool. Okay, and we've got the enemies actually doing things this time. Very rude of them. I really want to kill this sorcerer, and the easiest way to do it is probably fireball him, which is loud and going to wake up all the rest of the orcs in here, but that's probably okay. So we're going to have to fight our way out. I should be a little bit careful in here because of all the lava. I don't want to shoot my sling bullets into the lava and lose them. That is an ogre mage. It can have paralysis. But we have the MR to not be too bothered. That's a dagger of Elec. Alright, goodbye dagger of freezing. Dagger of Elec better. This one I should use F dot against because I don't want to shoot into the lava, and there's lava behind the mage. He has a lightning bolt. Let's just fireball him. Let's get him done with. And this guy too. I don't want to mess around with the lightning bolt. Ogre mage. Man, we're really just doing this Orc 2 end vault backwards. Completely backwards. If you're unaware, when you do F dot when you're fighting something, it tells the game to shoot directly to the tile that you select, rather than if you use tab, it will just fire it to the edge of its range. Alright, we got a scroll shop. Let's instantly slam the scroll blinking. The other stuff we'll wait for. We have 9 teleportation, so we're not in a hurry for those. But there's more enchant armor here. A fear scroll. Do we have fear? We've got 4 fear, so that's okay. I wanted to slam that blinking scroll because we don't have any. So it's a really good panic button to have. As we learnt in the ice cave. This is a gadget shop. There are a bunch of things here that we could use. More digging is nice. More acid charges are nice. The File of Floods is really strong when we have 10 evocations. So maybe we'll mark that. That's really powerful. But I'm not going to buy anything here until we've seen the rest of the shops. And there's another gadget shop. I was really hoping for bookshops though. This one has a phantom mirror in case we meet the Learning Hydra. Also has a lamp of fire and a lot of really cheap paralysis charges. That's also really good. So we can become a stabber again, where we just paralyze everything, even though we have no hex spells. I think there should be 1 more shop most of the time. They're usually 4, and we've seen 3. We're trying to pick up flesh. Oh, we're out of space again. How many enchant weapon scrolls are in this game? 10? Huh. Okay. Well, we have enough for a fully enchanted weapon. That is a broadaxe of electrocution. Oh boy, we could have a +9 elect broadaxe. You gotta do that, right? +9 elect broadaxe. I feel like you do that. You do the broadaxe. All right. Oh, we didn't even pick up that. We didn't even pick up the short blade of elect. Damn it! That's why it's so hard to be Gnoll. There are too many things. All right. We have clouds. We have clouds charges as well. This character's insane. What do we do with all this stuff? We ID the unknown potion. It's Berserk Rage. It didn't give us a slot though. Let's drop mutation potions. We can come get them if we want them. Okay, because I think we definitely want a broadaxe of Elec. A +9 broadaxe of Elec we can go crazy with. That's really strong, right? Although we can wait. Okay, it's not going to be very good in Swamp because it's going to chop Hydra heads, and it's also not going to be that useful in Spider's Nest. So maybe we'll just chill for the moment. I mean, maybe Okawaru is going to give us a +8 broadaxe of Elec, and we can save our scrolls. So maybe we'll wait, but that broadaxe of Elec is really, really strong. And the thing I was thinking right before that happened is because we've got 10 enchant weapon scrolls, we can save 9 for a long-term weapon that we want in the future, and start doing our Vestibulas that we've got. The Vestibulus was a god gift, right? Yes, it was. Okay, so you might not have one, so maybe we won't start going all in on the Vestibulus as well. I should be careful here. That's an Orc Warlord. We can potentially... Oh, I'm not carrying a dagger. I can't properly stab him. Okay, well we just chopped him down. Yeah, so the broadaxe was one that we found. It was not a god gift. So you all have access to that one. But I still think we'll wait. I think the thermic engine is fine. Oh, here's a bookshop! That's what I wanted. I don't know why I didn't mephitic them. We become a tabber now. We got a good longsword. Alright, let's see. That is 1300 gold for a book with password and statue form. That's too much. Debilitation. Oh, that's a really bad one. I thought, yes, hexes, but no. Not good ones. Cantrips is good. It has confusing touch, animate skeleton, application. Book of Ice. There we go. This is what we wanted. Well, it's not that exciting. It's got Bolt of Cold when we've already got Freezing Cloud. Okay, it's got Bolt of Cold. It's not that exciting. Never mind. Necromancy has Animate Dead, Regeneration, Vamp Draining. That's also pretty good. Young Poisoner's Handbook. We've got Mephitic and Poisonous Vapors already. This would really just be Olgrebs. Book of the Sky has Summon Lightning Spire. We should buy that one. My game froze. And Advanced Casting. Some random ones that we're probably not going to use. Okay, so Book of the Sky, really, really useful. Summon Lightning Spire, insane spell. Although I tend not to use it. We haven't used it for a while though. Yeah, we really don't need it, but you should buy this. Use Lightning Spire, it's great. What do we actually want to buy here? I don't know that we want any of these. Necromancy is probably the best one, but I don't know that we need it either. Let's just mark Ice, Cantrips, Necromancy, and maybe Book of the Sky. I mean, it also has Deflect Missiles and Silence, two spells that I also enjoy using. Armor Shop, embroidered boots. We currently have stealth boots. We should test these because they might be running. It could be better. They're flying. You know what? We're gonna use the flying. The stealth, we're sort of not sneaking up on stuff so much anymore, and it's probably less important. With flying, especially in swamp, it means that we're not going to be bothered by all the water. And then as for all the gadgets, well, let's wait and see. There might be more shops on Orc 1. Is there an enchant armor scroll around? Here on Orc 2, there's one for 112 gold. We'll just buy it. We'll make these boots of flying +2. Cool. Alright, and now let's do Orc. Let's go back to Orc 1. There's a dispersal trap there. I'm immediately going back down, and I want nothing to do with that floor ever again. You know, I think maybe we really should just... well, we can't easily... Is there another stair? Yep. I don't know, if we hadn't found this Maxwell's thermic engine, which is a really nice tabbing weapon, I totally would have just insta made that broadaxe of elect +9. We should have a stabbing weapon with us. Oh, we got teleport trapped back into the fray. Thank you, devs. Very, very cool. Let's heroism. You know what? Let's also finesse. If we're just gonna fight the whole of the orc floor at once, we can have double speed, 14 damage attacks going at once. It'll be sick. Let's also mephitic this stuff. It is pretty sick. That's bonkers. Double speed, yeah, double branded, plus 14 double sword. That is absurd damage. Here's another shop. It's a weapon shop. It has an artifact double sword. Alright, I'm curious. I'd like to know what the artifact double sword is. A +7 double sword of freeling with RC+++, RN++, MP +9, and extra stealth. Alright, don't worry about broad axes of Elec anymore. This is just better. As a double sword, we get riposte. Having the resistances on it are really nice. Having extra magic points for our stealth is also really nice. Okay, yeah, I like this one better. And it means we can save our brand weapon scrolls for the moment. Sorry, our enchant weapon scrolls. Let's drop the ring of positive energy because now we can be super duper positive with this double sword. Alright, sweet. I think, I don't know, for the moment, I don't know, I'm still enamored by Maxwell's thermic engine and I keep on using that for the meantime. Okay, so we found all the shops. You know what, let's just drop Curare at this point. At this point I'm not using it. Well, do we go buy the File of Floods? I feel like we do. The File of Floods is really strong with our evocation skill. And then as for the other things, I mean, having a bunch of paralysis is probably really good as well. You know what? Let's buy some. So we got 7 charges now. Because we can paralyze and then stab things. That's probably good enough if I just have those 7 charges, and we'll keep the other ones and things in the back of. I was gonna say our minds. Well, yes, you keep it in your mind too, because if I completely forget, you can yell at me. So that's Orc done now. We got a little bit more dungeon to go. Yeah, and as for books, I don't know. We don't desperately need any of those. I mean, having the regen spell would be pretty good. It would basically be free, right? Yeah, we have. I mean, we've trained necromancy and everything. I feel like we should have necromancy. And what else is in that book? Yeah. Okay. I've talked myself into it. Let's go get the book of necromancy. Okay. Bunch of spells in this that we should learn. Regeneration, animate dead. If we got animate dead, we probably don't really need animate skeleton. Okay, let's learn regeneration. You need to make a macro for that and probably forget, but we should be spamming that all the time. I also want to learn animate dead. I mean, for vamp draining, I don't know. At this point, we probably don't need it. Oh, we don't need potions of flight either. In the early game, it's pretty strong to do some damage and heal, but I don't know. We've got 11 heal wounds potions now. If we really need to heal, we can just heal wounds. So I'll just learn animate dead. Alright, cool. So now we can have zombie hordes as well. Are there amnesia spells anywhere? There's one for 42 gold, 52 gold. I just want to get Core Imp out of my spell list now. It's kind of annoying me. I don't think we really need it or want it. Alright, Memory of Core Imp unravels. Cool. Yeah, cool. So all these necromancy spells we can comfortably and easily cast. Good. Alright, and I need to remember to use regen. Alright, back to the dungeon. Oh, I noticed the time. It probably is a good time to wrap this up then. But let's go fight. Oh yes, this double sword owns. It goes up really quickly. Here's Maurice. He's got a cloak of poison resistance and a wand of disintegration. Well, this sort of gives me a bit of pause for thought. Because that's a cloak of poison resistance. We could get rid of our current cloak that we've got. We could switch body armors. And we could use the double sword to give us cold resistance. He's gonna go... What's he got? Disintegration. Yeah, I don't really care if he wastes all the disintegrations. Okay, he's gone poison. Oh, he's gone invis. Wait, and then I remembered Mephitic won't do anything. I should be respecting this because he can steal all our items and use them against us. Yeah, he just stole out 8 of our curing potions. Okay, I should be just fireballing him to death so he doesn't use all our stuff. I don't want him to just start quaffing our curing potions. Fireball can't miss. So we're just going to blast where he is. Good. We get our stuff back. We picked up the poison resistance cloak. I don't know what to do about that one. I have to think about it. I don't know. Gnolls are hard because there are too many options. Alright, here's our vault's entrance vault. I'm going to leave this here for now. If you join me in the next one, we'll do that. We'll finish off dungeon and then we'll be heading into swamp. See you then.